Hi and welcome everybody. This time was a video about how you can defeat the heroic Archaedas, and therefore I chose the Warlock deck, which I think works pretty fine. So in the game, Archaedas is always summoning two stagers. His have 0 attack and 5 health. Mine have also 0 attack but 2 health. And he has some really interesting buff cards which he uses he can make them incredibly strong, or not incredible, but one buff is kind of annoying with +3/+3/+ taunt. And another spell destroys every stager, even mine, and deals 3 damage for this, which is quite a lot. Therefore, not only I have to take care of his stagers, but also about mine. Therefore, I have a lot of stuff inside which can buff my my minions. Yeah, and one of the really good cards is Crazed Alchemist, because you can kill one immediately, so he cannot can't buff it, and we have time to kill his guys. Another really good card is Sea Giant, just because he summons a lot of stuff, and so you can play him quite early in the game. If you wouldn't have killed his guy, okay, he would have killed our guy then, but yeah, so it's not so unlikely to play him on turn 4, which is quite good. One thing you should consider is that when you play minions, you should always play them on the left side, because the status come on the right side, because so you can put the Direwolf Alpha between your stagers, or also Defender of Argus. And when you kill it, you should kill the one on the right side, because now you get the next one, which get buffed immediately. Okay. Oh, he did us a favor actually by not killing your Direwolf Alpha. So here it's clear what we are going to do. We kill the Flame Tank Totem, then we kill use this guy. We get rid of our stager and we kill one of his stagers. And yeah, we can also play already the Sea Giant. So now we are kill this, because I don't really want to cap the stager. So actually the beginning of the game is the most important part. If you once can develop a board, it's really it's really unlikely to lose, because then you can get rid of his stages really early, and you have time to get rid of yours, and so on. So an option would be here. So the secret will kill the guy we summon. Okay, I think this is a good situation to play this guy, because when this one dies, it's not a big deal. We can now kill the Direwolf Alpha. We get rid of our stager. Besides buff cards like Defender of Argus and so on, I put an Iron Beak Owler inside, just for the case if he play the card which makes him a taunt. I have Void Callers because I have some demons inside, so to get some yeah, tempo. Oh, it's wrong order. I missed one damage. Yeah, after the game I will show the whole deck and discuss all the cards I used a little bit more in detail. I think it's okay to use the Defender of Argus here. And of course we should draw some cards so we have always answers, always have some nice minions which buff our other minions. Okay, the first end tomb was pretty bad for us, the second one was quite good. Yeah, Sabotage is also a card I like. If I play it, you can just summon stagers and afterwards... Oh, I missed another time, 1 damage. Yeah, so not so much else he can play. In one of my early versions I put Mal'Ganis inside. It's pretty good with Void Caller. Yeah, and he's still in the deck. I think it's not really that necessary, but it's also not bad to have him. Yeah, I think I want to get rid of this one. And at the same time we can kill him as well. Okay. And now we can play Mal'Ganis. Means also we can draw cards for free in the next turns. So for the Earth Elemental I have 1 7 soul inside. He runs 2 of them, so it could make sense to also put a big game hunter inside. Yeah. Into the breach. And oh, actually we won already. Yeah, so this deck works pretty well. I didn't lost the last 5-6 games I played with the deck. Okay, so it's based mainly on buffing cards, so I can buff my own stagers. And yeah, I have some demons inside, so some demon synergies. Yeah, okay, let's discuss them. The Corruption, you can use it really early to buff one of his, not to buff, to, yeah, use it on one of his stagers just in case he plays the +3/+3 taunt buff. The next turn you get rid of one already, because developing a board really early in the game is quite important. Power Overwhelming is a really good card to get rid of the own stages, but also kill something from the opponent at the same time. Abusive Sergeant is, yeah, it's a card with a buff, it's not much to say. Flame Imp is, yeah, if you play it on turn 1 you can deal 3 damage to his stager, and if you have some another buff like Abusive Sergeant or Direwolf Elfor, or Lance Carrier for example, you can get rid of his first stager as well, which is also quite good. Yeah, I put Demon of Fire inside. I think this is one of the cards which, okay, you have a synergy with Flame Imp, but it's maybe not that important. Maybe you can think of something else. Crazy Alchemist, I would say, is one of the really important cards here. If you play it on turn 2, you can kill his stager immediately, which is pretty good. So we have different options to kill his stager on turn 1. Yeah, Direwolf Elfer is a really good card because you can place them. As we also saw in the video, you can place him between your stagers, so both can attack, and whenever he summons new ones, they have attack. And yeah, you can use the attack to kill something, and maybe at the same time your stagers will die as well. I ran 2 Iron Beak Olds in my early version of this game, just because of the taunt buff in the beginning. This is because this is maybe the most difficult part of the game. Maybe it makes sense to put the second one inside again and just leave another card out of it. Because I really think some cards are not that essential as other ones. Lance Carrier is a buff card. Yeah, I put Mistress of Pain inside, just because I had some games where he used a spell which destroys all the stagers and deals 3 damage per stager, and my health was really low. And I wanted to draw cards also every turn, but I was afraid if he summons 2 stagers and I have 1 left, he can make 9 damage immediately. So that's why I put a Mistress of Pain inside here. She can actually always attack the stagers every turn. Yeah, of course she don't get damage, so she can do this more often, and you can buff it with Demon Fire, or you can buff it with Lance Carrier, or with Demon Wolf Elfer, so you can also get life back. In the last games I had, it was not that necessary anymore, since I had a really strong board early on and I didn't drop down with my life. Yeah, but so yeah, maybe it would be better to concentrate more to really control the board early on. Yeah, but so far, if you want to end the game with having full health, Mistress of Pain is doing a really great job. So if you really want to own the guy, so the Saboteur is, yeah, I think also a good card, because he's mainly working with the stages, and if you play it early, he cannot do anything, and then he has to play one of his more shitty cards, so you win time to develop your board, which is quite good. Also later, if you play it, he might be able just to hero power for 6 mana and then play nothing, or play, I don't know, a small card or something, so nothing special. So Saboteur, in my opinion, is also a really good card. Voiter is, I use it to get rid of stagers, also really good then in combination with Power Overwhelming, but yeah, it's a good card. I mean, especially in the beginning, if your opponent gets the buff and the taunt, you can get a 3/7 which doesn't die to this guy. He has a 3/8 and you have a 3/7, which is the more or less in the same. Yeah, Defender of Argus, really good card. Also a buff, you can buff the stagers, you can give them taunt. Voidcaller, I think I mentioned it already during the game, because I have some demons, and in the best case you get Mal'Ganis really early, like turn 5, turn 6 or something like this. You can draw cards for free, and he has to get rid of this, and usually his board is not that strong. So if you place the the spell where he destroys all the stagers and deals damage for it, he usually will kill Mal'Ganis, but this means you save 9 or 12 or even 15 damage to face. Yeah, Siphon Soul is good for Earth Elemental. As I said before, Earth Elemental, this is something where you could also use maybe a second Became a Hunter. Also, you have the opportunity, if they get the buff, the stagers, you could use Crazed Alchemist, you make the 3/8, 8/3, and then use the Became Hunter to kill this. Yeah, and Sea Giant is also one of the really strong cards here. I think it was this game when I could play him on turn 4. Yeah, an 88 on turn 4, and there's nothing he can really play to deal with this. Even you can kill the Earth Elemental. At some point he will maybe play Entomb, but your board then should be really good developed already, and when he plays the Sea Giant, you're more or less going to win anyway. Yeah, so this was the deck. Yeah, I think it was really successful, and this is quite fun to play. Yeah, I hope you liked this deck. Sorry, you like this deck, you like the video, the guide, and yeah, now I'm next thing I want to do is making a video for the first guy of the wing, which was a little more difficult. So far I have just seen solutions where saying, okay, turn 2 Doomsayer, and he shouldn't get the health attack reward thing. Yeah, so maybe I can figure out some better things there. Yeah, if you're interested in this, you can check out my channel, and maybe you will find something, maybe not, depending on if I find a good deck or not. Okay.